just, you know what I mean? Get a nice little young core. That's your best bet. I'm trying to get this Madden League. Like, you don't have to group me, right?
No, I have it. I have it from a baseball team. Get ready to play the Buck.
You want to play?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Somebody else I can watch it.
It's on my YouTube channel. It's my PSN name.
Alright, I'm gonna watch it right now. I'll hit you up after. Hit me up after now. You can just concentrate.
I'll watch it. I don't need to concentrate with this team. This team's easy to play with. Run and gun, baby.
I'm telling you, bro. I know this when I start talking.
When I talk, I'm good.
I've been doing mistakes. But
bro, I love their navy and royal color rush jerseys.
I love their royal jerseys.
Those are so dope.
The jerseys are tough. That little baby blue, that shit was tough, yo.
This right here?
I'm always fucking with those jerseys. No, I'm talking about like the blue light.
This is the light one.
Nah. Check, nah. I play with like a powder blue.
That one?
That one right there. Yeah, I like that jersey.
I like those ones. Or
I
those
like
ones.
the color rush jerseys, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Those look dope.
They're alright.
I like what they do with the helmet.
I like the dark blue one. That shit looks tough. And then you put the cleats all white. Shit. Yeah, let me hit you up though. I'm gonna call you right back in like 2 minutes.
Are you good?
Alright, bro.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some brains and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Buccaneers nothing. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 33. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Brady. And a first turnover is all-pro tight end Rob Gronkowski. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the one. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Rolling to his right. He's going to look, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A good pick up there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. From midfield, here's Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. This is Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free. And a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 15, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not...
All you got to do is look and learn.
Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Des Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete here.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Got to get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. Tom Brady at 42 years of age. You'd think the arm would not be as strong as years past, but you'd be wrong. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. But now it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 29. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he goes out right around the 39. And you think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. 7 yards there at a first down.
47-yard line.
Mike 29. In your face. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Yeah, I like to see that.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during the game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Cover.
Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Setting up to throw on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Herbert on first down now. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Now here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
On the option, here's Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 41, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the app. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. And this will be caught at the 30. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so long. People think he can't be that fast, but he is, and combines it with terrific hands and makes big catches.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On first down, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. All right, here we go. Fire!
Brady going to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady's pass there complete to Gronkowski. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
He was brought down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Buccaneers 35, Chargers 28. Bradley Pinion, the kick.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down to the 29.
Complete to
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On first and 10, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bucs 25-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yards, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wait, 20. Rip left, rip left. Switch.
Throwing on second down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Line 36. Line 36. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Jones. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 36 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mark shift 33. 33. Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Quick hitter here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Again, Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 50 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Herbert now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this to Eckler. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll roll him out right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Snags it for the punt. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the coverage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles.